Hey guys, welcome back to your channel. This is Royan and your coding buddy. And today, oh boy, it's time for arrays, part 3. If you have made it this far in the array journey, congratulations, you are officially an array warrior. But don't get too comfortable because we are diving deeper into the world of arrays and today, and trust me, it's like entering a coding jungle. But don't worry, I'm your guide and I promise not to leave you stranded like a dangling pointer. So grab your coffee, grab your keyboard and let's unleash the power of arrays. By the end of this video, you will be solving array problems faster than I can explain what an index is. Seriously, they are just numbers, don't overthink it. Alright, enough talk, so now let's jump into it. So, let's talk about linear search algorithm. So, I know many people do not know what is the linear search algorithm, so let's start and let's talk about it. Given an array ARR of an integers and an integer element x, find whether element x is present in the array and it return the index of the first occurrence of x in the array or -1 if it doesn't exist. Like input will become ARR square brackets equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and then x equals to 3, the output will become 2. Now let me explain you. There is one test case with array as 1, 2, 3, 4 and element to be searched as 3. Since 3 is present at index 2 and the output is 2. Input will become ARR square brackets equals to 10, 8, 30, 4, 5 and x equals to 5. Then the output will become 4. For array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the element to be searched is 5 and it is at index 4. So the output is come 4. Input ARR square brackets equals to 10, 8, 30, x equals to 6. The output will become -1. Now let me explain you. The element to be searched is 6 and it's not present in our array 10, 8, 30. We return -1. So we return -1. Try it on GFG practice. In linear search, we iterate over all the elements of the array and check if its current element is equal to the target element. If we find any element so be equal to the target element, then return the index of the current element. Otherwise, if no element is equal to the target element, then return -1 as the element is not found. And linear search is also known as sequential search. For example, consider the array ARR square brackets equal to 10, 50, 30, 70, 80, 20, 90, 40 and key equals to 30. Below is the implementation of the linear search algorithm and you will be here you can see it. We are doing this algorithm in C++. So let's run this code. Now output will become present at index 3. Let me show you. So let me come on my Google and let me search here the applet in which we create our file by the name of C++. And when I open my file, so I'm pasting this code. So I'm coming and I'm here. I'm coming. Remove all the errors from this code. Okay. So then it will be start to removing it. So let's wait it. Okay. So it is saying that all code is already incorrect. There are no errors to remove. It compiles, compile and run error. Okay. So let's see it. Remove these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so I only said remove the numbers only. So it has been removed. It's saying me upgrade to. Okay, now it has been changed it. So now let's do this. So now what we can do now. We come on it here and then we copy it. Now I'm copying this code and when I copy it one time, so I'm pasting it here. Now it not give me any error. So when I run it, so it give me present at index 3. Here you can see it is giving me this type of an output. Why? Because I say if 3 is not present in our array, so output me not present. If my 3 is present in my array, present at index 3. Okay. Time and space complexity of linear algorithm. Now, time complexity. In the best case, the key might be present at the first index, so the best case complexity is 0, 1. In worst case, the key might be present at the last index, for example, opposite to the end from which the search has started in the list. So the worst case complexity is O(n), where n is the size of the list. Number 2, average case mean O(n). Auxiliary space 0, 1 has except for the variable. To iterate through the list, no other variable is used. Applications of linear search algorithm. First, unsorted list. When we have an unsorted array or a list, linear search is most commonly used to find any element in the collection. Number 2, small data sets. Linear search is preferred over binary search when we have small data sets with. Number 3, searching linked list. In linked list implementation, linear search is commonly used to find elements within the list. Each node is checked sequentially until the desired element is found. Number 4, simple implementation. Linear search is much easier to understand and implement as compared to binary search or ternary search. Advantages of linear search algorithm. Now, like I told you, the time applications of linear search algorithm. So now let me explain you the advantages of linear search algorithm. First, linear search can be used irrespective of whether the array is sorted or not. It can be used on arrays of any data type. Number 2, does not require any additional memory. Number 3, it is a well-suited algorithm for small data sets. Disadvantages of linear search algorithm. I told you the advantages of linear search algorithm, but I do not tell you the disadvantages of it. So disadvantages is linear search has a time complexity of O(n), which in turn makes it slow or large data sets. Not suitable for large arrays. When to use linear search algorithms means when to use the linear search algorithm. When we are dealing with the smallest data set, then we use the linear search algorithm. Number 2, when you are searching for a data set stored in a contiguous memory, then we use the linear search algorithm. Frequently asked question FAQ on linear search algorithm. First, what is linear search algorithm? Linear search algorithm, also known as sequential search algorithm, is a simple searching algorithm that traverses a list or array sequentially to find a target element. In linear search, we can get the. Number 2, how does linear search algorithm work? Linear search algorithm iterates through each element in the list or array, comparing it with the target element until a match is found or the end of the list is reached. If the end of the list is reached, then it means that the target element is not present in the array. Number 3, what is the time complexity of a linear search algorithm? The time complexity of linear search algorithm is O(n), where n is the number of elements in the list of the array being searched. This means the time taken for searching increases linearly with the size of the input. Number 4, when is linear search algorithm preferred over another searching algorithms? Linear search algorithm is preferred when the list or array is unsorted or when the size of the input is relatively small. It's simple to implement and doesn't require the data to be in any specific order. Number 5. What are the advantages of linear search algorithms? Linear search algorithm is easy to implement and it works efficiently on small size arrays or lists. It doesn't require any pre-processing like sorting, making it suitable for dynamic data structures. Number 6. What are the disadvantages of linear search algorithm? Linear search algorithm becomes inefficient for large size arrays or lists as it needs to scan through each element sequentially. It has a time complexity of O(n), which means the search time grows linearly with the size of the input. Number 7. How do you implement linear search algorithm in programming languages like Python, Java or C++? How do you implement linear search algorithm? Linear search algorithm can be implemented using loops to iterate through the elements of the array or list, comparing each element with the target value until a match is found or the end of the list is reached. Number 8. Can linear search algorithm be applied to other data structures? Yes. Linear search algorithm can be applied not only to arrays or lists but also to other linear data structures like linked lists, and the principle remains the same, iterating through each element until the target is found or the end is reached. Number 9. Is linear search algorithm suitable for sorted arrays or lists? While linear search algorithm can still be used on sorted arrays or lists, is not the most efficient option. Binary search, for example, is more suitable for sorted data as it has a time complexity of O log n. Now, number 10. What are some real-world applications of linear search algorithm? Linear search algorithm can be used in scenarios such as searching for a specific value in a phone book, searching for a name in an unsorted list of contacts, or finding an item in a grocery list. It's often used in scenarios where the data size is small or not expected to grow significantly. Now, this chapter has been ended very easily as by the name of linear search algorithm. In the chapter, I told you all things about the linear search algorithm. So now, let's come on our next chapter by the name of, and our next chapter is on about, what is our next chapter about? Binary search algorithm, iterative and recursive implementation. So let's talk about it. Binary search algorithm is a searching algorithm used in a sorted array by repeatedly dividing the search interval in half. The idea of binary search is to use the information that the array is sorted and reduce the time complexity to O log n. Table of content. We are learning about what is the binary search algorithm and conditions to apply binary search algorithm in a data structure. Binary search algorithm, how does binary search algorithm work, how to implement binary search algorithm, and how iterative binary search algorithm, recursive binary search algorithm, complexity analysis of binary search algorithm, application of binary search algorithm, advantages of binary search, disadvantages of binary search, frequently asked question FAQs on a binary search. First, what is the binary search algorithm? Binary search is a search algorithm used to find the position of a target value within the sorted array. It works by repeatedly dividing the search interval in half until the target value is found or the interval is empty. The search interval is halved by comparing the target element with the middle value of the search space. Conditions to apply a binary search algorithm in the data structure. To apply a binary search algorithm, first the data structure must be sorted. Access to any element of a data structure should be take constant time. Binary search algorithm. Below is a step-by-step algorithm for binary search. Divide the search space into two halves. The spelling is HALVES by finding the middle index in the double commas made. Compare the middle element of a search space with a key. If the key is found at a middle element, the process is terminated. If the key is not found at a middle element, choose which half will be used at the next search space. If the key is smaller than the middle element, then the left side is used for next search. Number 2. If the key is larger than the middle element, then the right side is used for next search. This process is continued until the key is found or the tool or the tool's total search space is exhausted. For spelling is EXHAUSTED. Binary search visualizer. How does binary search algorithm work? To understand the working of binary search, consider the following illustration. Consider an array ERR square bracket and equals to in the curly brackets 0, 10, 2, 5, 8, 12, 16, 23, 38, 56, 72, 8, 91 and the target equals to 23. How to implement binary search algorithm? The binary search algorithm can be implemented in the following two ways. First, iterative binary search algorithm and recursive binary search algorithm. Given below are Pseudo codes for the approaches. Pseudo spelling is PSEUDOCODES. PSEUDEOCODES. Okay, Pseudo codes for approaches. Iterative binary search algorithm. Here we use a while loop to continue the process of comparing the key and splitting the search space in the two halves. In this example, this one example of a C++ and we are using a C++ in all the coding for the coding. Okay, and now I am remove the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 22, 20, 24, 25, then 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, then 37, then 38. Okay, then it will be started removing it. Okay, so it take a little bit time, then it will be removed all the numbers, then I copy it and then paste it. So it give me the output present at let's see the output. Why did not give me any output? So okay, now let me copy. Now here you can see it give me output element is present at the index 3. Why? It is giving this type of output because here we use the time complexity O log n and we use the actually space O n. Let me show you where we use it. Let me come out up. Let me come up. Where we use it. Okay, here we use it O log n and O1. Okay, operation. Now recursive binary search algorithm. Create a recursive function and compare the mid of the search with space with the key, and based on the result either return the index where the key is found or call the recursive function for the next search space. This one example here you can see it. So you can use this example. I am using this example. Okay, the output will become element is present in the index 3. This one example of a recursive. Okay, recursive. So let me paste and let me remove the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, so now it is started removing it. So when it has been removed, then we will copy paste, then it give me the output. So it take a little bit loading. So now it doesn't give me the all the output. So I'm pasting it. So when I paste it and when I run it, your output will become. Now it take a little bit time, then it will be give me the output. It take a little bit time. Just take a patience. So it is giving me element is not present in the array. Why? It is giving me element is not present in the array. Why? Because I said I write here 90, okay, and the element is not present in the array, so that's why it is giving me like this type of one output. Okay, so now when I come on it here, and if I write here 3, and then when I run it, and then sorry, I write dot by the mistake, so that's why it is giving me the error. So sorry for it, that's why it is giving me the error because I write dot. So now it is giving me an element is present at index 0. Okay, why did the element is present at the index 0? Because I write 2 here and 2 is in the index 0. So that's why. If I write here 40, so the 40 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it give me the output 4. You can see it. Why? Because 40 is present in the index 4. So that's why it is giving me the index 4. Okay. Complexity analysis of binary search algorithm. Time complexity. Best case 0, 1, average case 0 log n, worst case 0 log n. Accuracy space 0, 1. If the recursive call stack is considered, then the allocacy space will be O log n. Applications of search binary search algorithm. Binary search can be used as a building block for more complex algorithms used in machine learning, such as algorithms for training neural networks for finding the optimal hyperparameters for a model. It can be used for searching in a computer graphics, such as algorithm for ray tracing or textual mapping. It can be used for searching a database. Advantages of binary search. Binary search is faster than linear search, especially for the large arrays. Number 2, more efficient than other searching algorithms with a similar time complexity such as interpolation search or exponential search. Binary search is well suited for searching large data sets that are stored in external memory such as on a hard drive or in the cloud. Disadvantage of binary search. The arrays will be sorted. Binary search requires that the data structure being searched be stored in contiguous memory location. Binary search requires that the elements of the array be comparable, meaning that they must be able to be sorted. Okay. So now, sorry, let me come on it here. Frequently asked question means FAQs on binary search. What is binary search? Binary search is an efficient algorithm for finding a target value within a sorted array. It works by repeatedly dividing the search interval in half. Number 2, how does binary search work? Binary search compares the target value to the middle element of the array. If they are equal, the search is successful. If the target is less than the middle element, the search continues in the lower half of the array. If the target is greater, the search continues in the upper half. This process repeats until the target is found or the search interval is empty. Number 3, what is the time complexity of a binary search? The time complexity of a binary search is O log 2n, where n is the size number of elements in the array. This is because the size of the search interval is halved in each step. Number 4, what are the prerequisites for binary search? Binary search requires that the array is sorted in ascending or descending order. If the array is not sorted, we cannot use binary search to search an element in the array. Number 5, what happens if the array is not sorted for binary search? If the array is not sorted, binary search may return incorrect results. It relies on the sorted nature of the array to make decisions about which half of the array to search. Number 6, can binary search can be applied to non-numeric data? Yes, binary search can be applied to non-numeric data as long as there is a defined order for the elements. For example, it can be used to search for strings in alphabetical order. Number 7, what are some common disadvantages of binary search? The disadvantage of binary search is that the input array needs to be sorted to decide in which half the target element can lie. Therefore, for unsorted arrays, we need to sort the array before applying binary search. Number 8, when should binary search be used? Binary search should be used when searching for a target value in a sorted array, especially when the size of the array is large. It is particularly efficient for large data sets compared to linear search algorithms. Number 9, can binary search be implemented recursively? Yes, binary search can be implemented both iteratively and recursively. The recursive implementation often leads to more conscious code but may have slightly higher overhead due to recursive stack space or function calls. Number 10, is binary search always the best choice for searching in a sorted array? While binary search is very efficient for searching in sorted arrays, there are maybe specific cases where other search algorithms are more appropriate, such as when dealing with a small data sets or when the array is frequently modified. So, This chapter has been also be ended by the name of why you binary search. Okay, of the why you use the binary search means that binary search algorithm, iterative and recursive implementation. This chapter had been also be ended. So let's come on our one more chapter. This our last chapter, and in this chapter we are talking about find the common elements in 3 sorted arrays. This chapter we will be learn in the next video. Okay, in the next video we learn about this chapter. So here you can see this video will be ended very successfully, as in this video we covered 3 topics. Okay, I think so. First topic, and then okay, in this video we covered 2 topics, okay, in 30 minutes. So the video has been coming 30 minutes daily, so I hope you enjoying it. If you enjoy this video, so please like this video, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to all the notification bell, also never miss our these type of videos on the DSA means data structure. And this our part 3 has been also be ended by the of the arrays. So the part 4 has been coming about the arrays, so get ready for it. So now come on to my channel, and you all know what is my channel name. Come on to my channel by the name of Code with PK. And when one time you come on to my channel, first of all open my channel and search here my channel. First of all subscribe my channel and all the notification bell also, and please do 9,100 subscriber on my channel. And while you are now seeing my video, go and see it. Come on to the playlist and come on to the data structure deep dive crack the code playlist. And we successfully, as we uploaded 30 videos on it. We successfully uploaded 30 videos on 5 videos on the DSA in 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes 11 seconds, 30 minutes 1 second, 30 minutes 1 second, 30 minutes 11 seconds. Okay, so go and see my all that videos, okay, on data structures and algorithm. Okay, so go and see it. And this latest video I have uploaded on my channel, so go and see it, where it is, okay, there it is. Go and see this video. I uploaded latest videos. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this video I have uploaded about the array part 2, so go and see it in this part 3. So get ready for the part 4. So now let me give the outro of this video in the big screen. So let's move toward onto the big screen. Let's give the outro of this very beautiful video, very unique video, and I hope you are enjoying my data structures playlist, and you are enjoying my all the videos on the data structure. So now let's move to the big screen, and let's give the outro of this video. We will cover some awesome stuff today, and if you are still here, congratulations, you are officially in the Array Hall of Fame. Seriously, you are coding royalty now. If you enjoy this video and learn something new, do me a favor. Hit the like button, like it owns your memory space. Subscribe for more DSA fun, because trust me, part 4 is going to be even crazier and maybe a little less buggy. Got questions, confusions, or maybe just want to say hi? Drop a comment below and I will reply faster than an O1 operation. Until next time, keep coding and keep learning, and remember, arrays make look innocent, but they are the ultimate test of your patience. Don't let them defeat you. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.